Hello everyone, it's Helen here from Simply Made Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have a brand new collection. This is Bohemian Days and I'm hoping everyone can hear me. So let's do a quick sound test. Let me know in the comments if the sound is okay and the picture's all okay, and then we can just jump straight in and I can show you all of these wonderful, beautiful samples that I have in front of me. They're so colourful. So in the comments below, let me know if you can hear me and then we can carry on. I'm just going to load up the comments now on my phone so I can keep an eye on what everyone's saying, and I can answer questions as we craft along. So I just need to make sure my sound is turned down because that's always something that I forget to do. Hi Vicky. Oh, it's good evening. Are you somewhere in Australia perhaps, or anywhere around there? All clear, thank you very much Vicky. Hi Louise, all good there for you as well. Okay, so let's jump straight in. So Bohemian Days was designed for the small album, and again, all of the sets that go with the small album can be used in your card making. They're kinetic, they're fun to use, they're easy to put together, and use them in your card making and in your mini albums, and also it will work with your medium album and your large album as well. So I'm not too sure where to start. So hi Jacqueline, it's from the Netherlands. Yep, she can hear me good as well, so I think we're okay to go. So I'm just going to clear the text so we can move a few things in bit by bit. Okay, we're going to start off with this really colourful one. If you need sunglasses, sorry about that. It's a really drab and wet and windy day here, so this is really brightening up everything. So this is the presentation box. This is the shadow presentation box. You might actually recognise this as a smaller version of the large one that has actually sold out, but you can now get this in the smaller one to fit the small album. And if you actually use the long sides on all of the 4 sides, this will also fit the medium album as well. Okay, so let's have a look inside. Here we have the small album. It's so colourful, and all the papers that you are seeing here are in the 12x12 paper pad that will be coming up. So here is the small album. There we go. It's a nice chunky monkey. We're going to open this up, and you'll be getting sneak peeks throughout this album of all of the die sets that we're going to be going through. This is one of them, the file tab folder. Now this was designed to go inside the small album pages, but again you can make extra pockets. And then we have the pop-up element here. And then we also have the peekaboo die set, which is going to be absolutely perfect for popping in your photographs and using as a really fun element. That just slides back in there. And again, each page has the file tab. Got another pop-up thing here. So this is kind of like my flagship album. And here we have another photo placed there. And then again, you can make little tuck points as well with the stamp set that is coming up. So that is the small album. Let's pop this back inside here. Again, there's going to be tutorials on my Simply Made Crafts channel for all of these, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those. The first one is going out tomorrow morning and it will be for an album. Okay, so as we work through everything that I have here through this pile, feel free to ask me questions. I'll do my best to get those answered. Helen is also, hi Helen. Did you manage to get a bundle together without the small album just because she's already had it? I do have something to say about that. I have actually requested another bundle. However, let me just bring this up again. There we go. Right, so this is the bundle. It's £99.99. And if you were to buy this all separately, you'd be saving, the saving of that is £59.50. I've closed the page so I can't actually see what the full price is, but you are saving £59.50 if you are buying all of these individually, which means for £103.96 is the total price of those 4 brand new die sets. So the peekaboo, the pop-up, the shadow box and the file tabs. That all comes to £103.96. So you're already paying less for the £99 and the 99 pence, which means you're getting the small album, you are getting the ephemera, the paper and the stamps for free pretty much. And I would highly recommend getting another one of these, either to either give it away to a friend as a present or a gift, makes an excellent gift, or if you see the main page die there, if you can run those through together. So basically, instead of running it through 16 times, you can just run it through 8 times, and you'll literally just do 2 together if you have the both die sets. That is my thinking with that one, and it's a phenomenal saving there of £59.50. And we also have 20% off gift bags and boxes today. I think this is running for a few days, so the code is SMC box. It's absolutely great if you wanted to stock up on everything there as well. If you've had things in your basket, that's absolutely perfect as well. Okay, so this is the small album here, and this is the page here that you would have to run through 16 times to make the 8 pages that I needed to complete the album. But if you have 2 of these, you can run them through the machine at the same time, which means 8 times, and it's a lot faster. And again, you'll have duplicates of the page mats. You can run them through together, and when you build up your binding as well, this set comes with the spine pieces. And again, you can really do some batch die cutting here with your pockets too. That is my thinking about using a double set there. It's really, really handy, especially when you have a lot of die cutting. So that is the small album. That's available individually if you just wanted that one. Okay, so this is the small shadow frame album box die set. So this is exactly the same as the larger one that sold out as part of my Christmas collection. This is the smaller one, and you can have it in portrait, you can make it into a square as well. I have one here which is the square version, and this was made with the winter scenes die set. Now we only have a handful of these left. This is in single figures for the winter scene, so if you wanted that one, then add that to your basket too. So moving back to the shadow frame, I absolutely love this. It comes with the borders here for the frame, and you can really go to town with decorating the insides. You get the mats as well for decorating the outside too. And Vicky, she has made a wonderful version of this. Look at this shadow box here. She's even done beadwork on there and on here as well. There's little beads here. It's absolutely stunning. She's even done stitching. This must have taken her a long time. I don't think I would have had the patience for that. Try not to get the reflections on there, but she does have a channel which is Crafty Heaven, so make sure you're subscribed to there as well, so you can watch the tutorial for this one. And do I have any more to show? I do. Victoria has also made this beautiful album cover as well. There's an album in there as well, and she's used the wonderful papers. This is one of my favorite ones, and she's used white embossing powder with the stamp set that is included in the Bohemian Days collection as well. And inside she has also done a beautiful album, and she's used the ephemera as well, and she's also used the file tab pockets, and she's trimmed them down for different sizes, but I'll be explaining more about these file pockets as we move on through the collection. Again, she's done a double one here, absolutely perfect for doing your photographs, and you get the dies in that set as well to cut straight into your photographs. And then we also have another peekaboo as well. So let's pop that inside. That's absolutely stunning, and again she'll have tutorials for these. Okay, so that is, I've got loads of things to juggle around here. Right, I'll move it back over there. Right, so let's pop this one here as we work our way along. And the demos, I'm just going to pop to another side so I don't have to rifle all the way through. Right, so this is the small album photo peekaboo die set. That's a mouthful, but I always have mouthfuls when I do my titles. I don't know why I make it hard for myself, but I seem to do that. Anyway, carry on as we go. So this is the photo peekaboo die set, and there is a tutorial today on the CraftStash YouTube channel for this particular card. And again, this is for a card now, so you can use this in lots of different projects. And that opens up out like that, and there is a gift card just popped on there. You'll need to put the gift card on the right hand side or the top, wherever the pull cord is, because the bottom one is layered right at the back, so it might get stuck going back in, but the top layer is absolutely fine. So again, you can pop a photo on there as long as you keep it as flat as possible. And again, the tutorial step by step for this one is on the CraftStash YouTube channel, and I've used the stamp set for that too. And then Victoria has made this beautiful card here. She's made a double one, so it slides out just like that. It's lovely. There you go. And she's used some, I think this is from the Bee Garden. Let's play a game. This is from the Bee Garden. This, oh, I think that's from Special Day. And I think this one is from Special Day as well, from the die and the numbers stamp set. So she's really had a lot of fun there going through all of her SMC stash. And she's used the ephemera as well, so you can have lots of fun. And then this one here I'll be adding to our demonstration that we'll be doing later today. So I'm just going to quickly turn my attention now to some of the questions and comments. So hi Teresa, hi Gemma, don't worry about being late, there's catch up. And oh, Teresa's saying, does she look at the chat? Yes, I'm just looking now. And peace and love everyone from the USA, from Anastasia. Hi Debbie from Texas. Hi Maria. Oh, she's saying hello from Lynn as well. Hi Lynn. And hello Helen again. Okay, so let's move on. Oh, this is the die set, by the way. Right, so this is quite a long one, so it will need to go through a large format die cutting machine. If you have one of those Sizzix extended, it will fit on there as well. But if you have the A4 one, you can get all your main pieces, these are the main ones, you can get those all cut out at the same time. And again, all the tutorials for these will be on the Simply Made Crafts YouTube channel. The first one going out tomorrow morning. Okay, so this is the small album pop-up frame die set. Now, I love this one. This is what I just showed you here. So we'll be popping that inside the demonstration album that we're making today. Here is the die set. You get 8 dies and the dies here that will cut the apertures. It will make you a frame if you run that through just like so, and use the inner one to cut out your photographs directly. Again, step by step on my YouTube channel, Simply Made Crafts, on how to pop this together. So let's show you a quick sample of this. There we go, open that up. Absolutely wonderful. This is just so much fun just to play with. I love this paper. I think that's one of my favourites. I've got so many favourites from this. It's so bright and colourful. Okay, so that is the small pop-up. And then we have the small album pocket page inserts and dies. So I do have, where are they? Here they are, right under here. So here we have these 2 sets here. Now, this mini album, the small mini album, can be made at least 4 different ways in different orientations. So you can have in portrait your pocket at the top or on the side, or you can have it in landscape and have your pocket on the top or your pocket going in on the side on the main page. So basically I could only choose 2. So these are my orientations that I have chosen. So they do fit in different styles of this album, however you decide to make it. So for this one here, this one, there we go, this is made for landscape, because we have to take in allowance where the binding is glued inside the page. It takes up some of the space, so that's why these are slightly different lengths. You see, this one is shorter because we lose a little bit of the gap there. So just to quickly show you, this is what the album looks like in landscape. We're going to be working on this today, and I have a tutorial already made on this particular album up to the stage of where it is now. So here we have another of those files that opens up like that, and as you can see, the binding spine is here, so it goes to about there. Okay, so if you're making a portrait album, you need to be making your pockets on the side. So we have the side opening, so this one would be that one here that I've used for the album in portrait. But if you really do want to have your pockets at the top and in portrait, that's no biggie. You can simply just trim them down slightly. Vicky has done that on hers. She has trimmed those down so they fit inside. It's easier to trim things off because you can't add things on again. So just trim it down and it will fit. Okay, so that is the small album pocket page and inserts. Again, you can use them singly as well. Right, so this is the beautiful stamp set. I absolutely love this one. Here it is there. And we also have the dream catcher. So yeah, Vicky has done this with the white embossing inks and powders. Teresa says, still missed my question. Bye or happy day. Okay, have a nice day, Teresa. And Glamour says, hello Helen, excited for your launch. Will the shadow box be back from the winter sparkle? I'm really hoping it is, because it was super popular and it'll be really nice to have the whole set in as well, especially as the small one will also fit the medium album. And the stamp set also has lots of different sentiments here, as well as little like phrases like dreams come true, follow your dreams. It's kind of like a good luck card thing that you can make as well. We have 2 types of dream catchers and all the accessories that come with it, some swirly things so that you can add borders, and also a sentiment there for happy birthday. I absolutely love this one. It's kind of very whimsical and it goes really well with the papers. And then we have some ephemera here, so you may have seen some of the ephemera already throughout the album. I've used it here. Matches the papers really well inside here as well, with the phrases, flowers and leaves. And on the back we have a little key so that you can see what is in there. Right, let's move on to the papers now. So here we have Bohemian Days paper pack, 12 by 12, 24 single-sided sheets, and that's 250 GSM. Okay, I'm going to turn my attention now to the comments. And hi Rosalind and hi Rosalie. Just pop on if you have any questions. I'll do my best to keep an eye on those. So here we have 3 of each. This is beautiful blue. I'm going to turn it around as we go. And then we have beautiful pinks here as well. It's kind of like this is a photo reel print. So that is some lovely pink Hessian type fabric. Then we have this lovely colourful festival folk art print here. Some of this sort of reminds me of the Day of the Dead colours and patterns as well. Like if you look at this close enough, you kind of see a face. Then we have some lovely diagonal stripes here. All colourful, using all of the colours there from the papers. You get 3 of those, so it's 3 of each. Then we have this lovely like tribally embroidered stitching look as well in the diamonds. And then we have this lovely pattern here. This is very folksy. If you can imagine this being painted on like a watering can. If you know anyone that lives on a canal boat, this would be perfect for them as well. And then we have this lovely, beautiful floral thing. I would wear a dress with this pattern, and also this pattern as well. I would wear a dress from that sort of fabric. And then we have this beautiful brick wall. I love that. That's also a photo reel print as well. You get 3 of those. Oh no, you get 4 of those ones. It should be 4 of each then. Maybe I've got an extra. I think I've got a cheeky extra in my pack. Check your pack, see if you've got any extra prints. There we are. Right, so let's jump straight into our tutorial. So this is the album that we're going to be working on today. Again, on Simply Made Crafts YouTube channel. This album will be posted tomorrow on the stage where we're up to now. Pages, the assembly, and also the cover. Let me talk about the cover. I have used the gold fabric paper sheets, very shiny. It also comes in silver, and we have it in the craft finish as well. So I've just used that for my cover. So let's clear the decks. And we're going to be working with the slidey thing today, the peekaboo. Let's go through what I've cut so you know what I've done. I said I'd put these to a different side, but I have literally just piled them on top of each other. And yep, Helen's saying the papers are beautiful. Gemma loves the papers and the ephemera as well. Oh yes, and Glamour likes the papers too. So this is the main piece here. You die cut one of those, and if you put it all on one A4 sheet, you can cut it all together. So one of those and one of those. And then these two also have mats that can also be used on the outside of those too. Okay, so I've taken these two mats here, this one and this one, and I have die cut those onto some white pieces of paper. If you can imagine, these are your photographs. So I just need to make sure I have this in the right place. I have three, one for the outside as well. Did I label them? No, I didn't. So that's not for that one. That is for this one. This is the hardest part actually, just working out. But as you're cutting out and die cutting and working things out, you won't get mixed up, because I did this yesterday. This one is for the outside. Let's pop that away. Right, here we have the main piece now. So we're just going to fold all of the corners. Did I say corners? I meant score lines. Okay, so this bit gets glued in last, so we're going to be working on this section here. So all of my die sets come in these little baggies, especially the long ones, so keep them especially for this project, because we're going to need that to help us with our mechanism. So I'm just going to grab myself a Sharpie pen and my Tim Holtz ruler. This is like a quilting ruler for paper crafters. It's really handy. So I'm just lining that up with the edge of that, and I'm going to make an inch long strip, and then I'm going to cut it out. Good morning, Shirley. And Panda Crafts got distracted washing up. I hate washing up. I really do. Just thought I'd put that out there. Okay, so we do have this long bit here, so we can just take this apart, and then any funky folded bits we can just remove. Okay, so we have this super long strip here. Let's grab our piece back again, and then we're going to wrap this around and add some tape. So we don't want it too tight, and we don't want our overlap to be too big either. So I'm just going to cut that there, just so that we have a little bit of an overlap, and then I'm going to grab some red tape, just my thinnest one here. The easiest thing to do here is cut it in the air instead of sticking it down to your project, because it gets a little bit fiddly with flappy cellophane. So I've just cut myself a little section there. Then we can add this to a piece there. There we go. Use your bone folder, give that a good press. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing, because this is see-through. So we can take that off. There we are. Right, so we don't want this too tight, so I'm just going to bring this up just a bit more, because it still needs to slide around these edges, so we don't want it too tight, and if it's too loose it will come off. So that looks about right, and then I'm going to slide that all the way to the left. There we go. Right, now is the time, if you're using mats on these, to get everything glued down straight away. I've been using this for the last month and I'm really enjoying it. This is the bookbinding glue, but it is perfect also for your 3D makes. You know, I've been a long-term fan of this glue, the Cosmic Shimmer, but I'm also really liking this one, especially the bottle. It's so much easier to handle and to hold whilst you're squeezing the glue out. It's a lot more comfortable, and the glue does dry pretty fast as well, so it is really good for your 3D projects, because I'm super impatient. I don't really want to be standing there holding things. Hi, busy bunny. I'm not too sure how it was arranged. There is some links on Facebook, but I think the links take you here, so it wasn't me that set that up, but you're here. Okay, so we have these two now glued on. Oh, and there'll be catch up as well if you've missed anything. Paints and Glitter says, hello from New York. What's the weather like there? And Crafty Visage, hello from Maine. Okay, what's the weather like there as well? It could be completely different to New York. That's really interesting. I love talking about the weather. And Shirley from Montreal as well. So lots of different places in the same sort of area, but could have vastly different types of weather. Okay, so we're going to add some more tape. Now I'm going to go for a thicker piece. Again, I'm going to cut this in the air. And I'm going to add this on top of what we've just done. So I've slid this to the left. Again, bone folder, give that a really good press. Pushes it right down into whatever you've stuck this on. Oh, this is going to be fiddly getting off. Might have to get my pokey tool. Yay, I did it. Okay, right, so we have here the place photo here with the pull tab. We're going to pop that on. This should be exactly the same length. So we have a fold here, so don't go over that fold. Oh, that slid over. There we go. And then pop that down. It's a lot easier if you use different colours. It doesn't all blend in. So that is our first one done. And if I pull this over there, you can see how that works. Okay, then we're going to turn this over. We're going to add tape to this top side here. I say top, I mean the right hand side. Do exactly the same. If you want to, you can go ahead and try and do that and stick it on there without doing it in the air, but this is a lot quicker. Oops, I went over there, that one's too big. I'll give that a trim. Oh, these scissors are all gunked up. I have some surgical spirit stuff. Whoops. But it's just one of those cleaning jobs that you have to get yourself round to. So I'm just going to take off this strip and then tuck that under, tuck it over. There we go. Right, yeah, the orientation is correct. Right, we get this piece. This is why it's important to get your mat down before you pop this together. I'm going to turn that over now. If you pop it on this way, it will be completely facing the wrong way, so you have to do that and turn it over. Now this is slightly smaller, so get that right in the centre. There we go. Press that down. Let's do a quick test run. That should come out now. Did I do something wrong? This always happens on live TV. Did I do this wrong? Yes, I did. Right, let's fix this. Right. I will show you exactly how to fix this. Peel that off. Turn that around so the sticky is on the other side. So if I was filming this, I wouldn't edit this bit out either, because you can learn from mistakes. Okay, I need to get the scissors in here. Okay, it's going to be a bit messed up, but you'll get the gist of how this goes together. There we go. Right, let's test this again. There we go. Oh dear, that's right upside down. But anyway, this is our test piece. There we go, that works. Okay, so now we're going to turn this over. We're going to add glue. I'm going to do a quick dry run first, then add glue here. This gets tucked in and glued to this bottom bit. So we have here the card that moves, and this is the main part here that gets glued to there. And I assure you, I don't make mistakes in the tutorial that I've already made for the Simply Made Crafts channel, which is a shame actually, because if that mistake was in there, you'd know how to kind of fix it instead of trying to start again. But anyway, maybe I'll edit this bit out and release it as a little video on how to fix your little boo-boos. Right, this takes a little bit of time to dry. Right, I'm curious now to see what you're saying in the comments. So it's miserable weather in Doncaster. Crafty Reserve says it's 32 F, freezing and windy cold. 34 in Michigan, supposed to rain all day. And Shirley says it's cool and windy today but sunny, better than the rain yesterday. And Paints and Glimmer says oh, she's got the fireplace warm. Oh, that's nice. And then this should open up just like that. What have I done? Ah, it's got caught here. So you've got to make sure none of your tape gets stuck there, but that should pull out nicely. And you should have something that looks like this. There we go. Don't worry, worse mistakes have happened to me live on Create and Craft. Yeah, proper hairy moment. Okay, so we're going to move on next now to the next demonstration, and that is going to be the peekaboo, no sorry, the pop-up. Let's find that, the pop-up. Here we are. Okay, so we're going to be making the pop-up frame. We're going to pop it inside this album here. So here is the main die set. Let's grab my bits that I've already cut out already. There we go. Okay, so I've made a little frame here by running these two circle dies through. And we are going to do some die cutting today as well, because we need to do some extra bits after I've added the mats. So these are the two main pieces. There we go. And these also come with the mats as well, and it's super easy to put together. Just keeping an eye on the comments there. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with folding all of our pieces. So again, use the bone folder. It's really handy for getting some really good folds there, really sharp folds. Things work a lot better and look a lot better when they're folded properly. Don't worry, Kelly, there's always catch up. And Shirley's just asked, will they fit in a regular sized Big Shot? Which ones? This one? I believe they might actually. This might be, let's have a look, 6 inches wide is the Big Shot. I've got 2 of these. I'll keep one as spare. It's just over 6 inches, so it might just be a tad too wide. But if you run these through on an A4 machine, you can get them run through just like so. So there's less cutting. Okay, so we're going to be starting off with this side here. Now this tapered edge here goes on the right hand side. So let's glue on our mat. So I've used all the mats here from the die set. Nice and easy, no manual measuring. I've put my glue somewhere, it's over here. So let's get that glued down. It's important to get this one glued down first because we're going to do some more die cutting. So we're going to add our frame piece in a second. So in order to do that, we need to add our aperture. using the smallest photo circle. So we've got 2 here. Take the smaller one, position that where you want it to go through. I am going to use my little big shot, which I keep just behind me. And I also use the magnetic platform as well. Super useful, keeping things in place. Okay, that's the smallest circle, by the way. Just going to run that through and back the other way. And if that hasn't cut all the way through, it has for me, but if that hasn't cut all the way through, then take off the top layer and you'll have a place there to pop the rest of your circle to run it through again. And that is how you get all of those layers cut through. Okay, and now we have our little frame. Again, I just ran these 2 circles through with some silver mirror cardstock. Just make sure they're evenly spaced out. Let's pop that on. It looks really good once you add the frame onto that. And again, it's going to be perfect for cards as well. Okay, moving back onto here, you can die cut another mat and add it to the bottom here, but I'm going to be using the place photo here, but I don't know where to put it until I know where this is going first. So let's get this popped on, and we're starting off with the tapered end. The tapered tabs always go on the right hand side, and it's kind of easier just to turn this over and slot it on there. So you want your score line to be only just visible, and then press that down. Okay, turn that over, another dry run. This gets glued to this closing part of the lid just there. Okay, so it opens and closes just like so. And now I have another mat here that we can pop that on afterwards, because it takes into allowance this being glued to that part. So let's get this popped on first. Do you have a favourite patterned piece of paper from the collection? Do let me know. I would love to know. So Paints and Glitter loves that added shine. I think you're talking about the frame, I think. It's pretty shiny. Oh no, her battery's about to die, so you better go and charge. So I'm just adding glue to the last tab here. You know, I think it's getting darker outside. I think it's going to really rain. Okay, so that opens and closes just like so, and there's space here for me to put an embellishment. I have the ephemera pack somewhere in this pile. I shall have to have another rifle through to see if I can find it. It's there somewhere. Okay, so we have the last one here. There we go. Let's pop the mat on there. Now, if I was thinking with my head on straight, I would have die cut these mats with the brick going the other way. So we're going to have sideways bricks in our mini album. But I think I might just save this one for when I do another portrait, because it's actually going to go that way. I don't know, does that look okay? Let me know. I'd like to know. Otherwise I will just pop in this one instead. I have 2 there. Right, so Yeah, I like this going the other way, so I'm going to save this one and stick it into a portrait album. Oh, and don't forget to save these. I've got quite a few of these now. I've got a nice collection of circles from there. Right, so I'm just going to grab a foam pad. This always looks good on a foam pad. And there we go, place that down. Imagine that's your photograph, and there you have a lovely 3D effect there. And that can get popped in to one of these. So do we have a spare page? That's the big question. Yes, we do. We have this one, and that matches that. We could go for this one, and there's always this little peekaboo area there. And then we have a double page here of the brick. Yeah, I think we'll go for a double page looking the same. So again, the small album will come with all of the mats for you to die cut and extra pockets. So let's pop that one there. So when we open it up, we have that little strip just there poking out. So take your time here just to make sure everything's lined up and straight. And again, this will be absolutely perfect for breaking up with photos and ephemera and sentiments and journaling, if you'd like to add your journaling as well. It's always really good to write a few things about your photographs, because in a few years' time, you know, it's really good to go back down memory lane to see what happened and what your thoughts are on it. Okay, so let's get this next one glued in. This is the album that will be on the Simply Made Crafts YouTube channel tomorrow morning. So let's get this popped in. What page shall we choose? That's a nice one. Oh no, that matches too much. Pop it over there. Nice contrast. So these are the funny decisions we all have to make when we place things. Just audition them in different places. Right, this is where it's going to live. I've chosen my page. Just adding glue to here, and then I'll show you I've done something slightly different on the inside of this one, so I will show you exactly what I've done. Let's get that glued down first. As you can see, we have a shorter card in here with a little photo mat instead. So to make that, all you have to do is take landslide this piece here, which is the inside piece. Just trim it in half, or to whatever this is my off cut, so whatever size that you want it to be, and then that will make a different insert. It will look completely different when you open that, and that is exactly what I have done for this card here. And I've popped in the slider element inside, so it's absolutely perfect for that. Okay, so just to recap, I hope you really love this new collection. It's so bright and colourful. It's lots of fun to play with, perfect for any time of year. And don't forget, we have the bundle, which is a huge saving of $59.50, which means that you get, oh, the wrong one again, which means you get the ephemera, the paper, the stamps, and the small album set for free. So it's absolutely perfect for getting the whole lot for a really good price, because those 4 die sets alone come to $103.96. So it's a massive saving there. And again, if you have the small album already, you can just double up running those pages through, and you'll get all of your die cuts done a lot faster as well. And don't forget, we also have the 20% off offer as well on gift boxes and gift bags with using the code SMC box. Now I don't think there's any other codes within the Bohemian Days offer, so you should be able to check out all at the same time as well, which is actually super easy. A lot easier than having to do it twice if you have 2 different codes, but yeah, you'll be able to do that all at the same time, so that's really good. Okay, so the rest of the tutorials for this entire collection will be on the Simply Made Crafts YouTube channel, and also on Vicky's channel too, which is Crafty Heaven. These are her beautiful, lovely makes, and just the care and attention that went into this was absolutely wonderful. Okay, I absolutely love this. So check out Crafty Heaven as well. Okay, I think I have shown you everything. I've told you about all of the wonderful offers and the savings that you can get on this collection as well. So don't forget to join me on Simply Made Crafts, and I'll see you all again soon.